Welcome back to ZE Coins. We explore the fascinating world of rare coins and collectibles today. We will be discussing the 1976 Lincoln penny, its history value, and how much it could be worth today. Stay tuned as we dive deep into the details of this intriguing coin. The 1976 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909, featuring the profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. The reverse of the penny from 1959 to 2008 featured the Lincoln Memorial. Before the design changed in 2009 to commemorate the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth, the 1976 penny was struck at multiple U.S. mint facilities, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, resulting in different mint mark variations. The Philadelphia minted pennies bear no mint mark, while the Denver minted ones have a small D, and the San Francisco minted proof pennies have an S mint mark. Now, let's talk about the composition and features of the 1976 penny. Like other pennies minted from 1962 to 1982, the 1976 penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it a reddish-brown appearance. However, it's important to note that starting in 1982, the composition changed to 97.5% zinc, with only a thin copper plating, making older copper pennies like the 1976 edition more valuable due to their metal content alone. In fact, a 1976 penny weighs approximately 3.11 grams, which is heavier than the post-1982 zinc, since many collectors are curious about the value of the 1976 penny. So what makes it worth more than face value? First, let's talk about condition. Circulated 1976 pennies are generally worth around 2 to 5 cents due to their copper value, but uncirculated or high-grade examples can be worth significantly more. A 1976 penny in mint state MS65 condition, graded by PCGS or NGC, can fetch anywhere between $5 to $15. If you come across a proof version of the 1976 S penny, it may be worth around $3 to $10, depending on its quality. Aside from condition and mint marks, rare errors can dramatically increase the value of a 1976 penny. Some notable errors include double die obverse, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and even transitional errors where the wrong metal composition was used. For example, a double die error occurs when the design is accidentally stamped twice, slightly offset, resulting in noticeable doubling on letters and numbers. If you find a 1976 penny with a clear double die obverse error, it could be worth hundreds of dollars. Similarly, an off-center strike that is significantly misaligned can command prices between $20 to over $100, depending on the severity of the error. Another key factor in determining the value of a 1976 penny is its luster and eye appeal. Collectors and investors seek out pennies with sharp details, no scratches, and a strong original mint luster. A red designation coin, meaning it retains its original bright red copper color, is often more valuable than brown or toned pennies. Coins with full red color in top condition can reach premium prices at auction. Lastly, let's talk about the current market value and investment potential of the 1976 Lincoln penny. With the rising interest in copper content coins, many collectors and investors are hoarding older copper pennies due to their intrinsic metal value. Since each pre-1982 copper penny contains about 2 cents worth of copper at current market prices, even a common 1976 penny is technically worth double its face value. However, due to regulations, melting pennies for their metal content is illegal in the U.S. at this time, but collectors still see them as a long-term investment. In conclusion, the 1976 Lincoln penny may seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, but its history, errors, and condition can make it quite valuable. Whether you are a collector looking for rare errors or an investor interested in copper content, keeping an eye out for high-grade or unique pennies from this year could be worthwhile. Check your pocket, change your old coin jars, and if you find a 1976 penny, take a closer look, because it might be worth more than you think. We are diving into the history and value of the 1977 Lincoln penny. This coin might seem ordinary at first glance, but some rare variations and conditions make it worth a lot of money. Stay tuned as we break down its history, key features, and market value. History of the 1977 Lincoln penny. The 1977 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the penny features a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of his birth. This coin was struck in 3 different U.S. mint locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia mint coins have no mint mark, the Denver mint coins are marked with a small D below the date, and the San Francisco mint coins, mainly proof versions, carry an S mint mark. During this time, pennies were still being made primarily from copper. The composition of the 1977 Lincoln penny is 95% copper and 5% zinc, a standard used from 1962 until 1982. After 1982, the U.S. Mint transitioned to copper-plated zinc pennies to reduce production costs. Why some 1977 pennies are valuable. Most 1977 Lincoln pennies are only worth face value if they are in circulated condition. However, some rare varieties and high-grade examples can sell for significant amounts. Here are a few factors that affect their value. Mint mark and rarity. The 1977 pennies from Philadelphia are the most common, while the Denver and San Francisco mint versions are slightly less common. The proof pennies from San Francisco were specially made for collectors and have a deep mirror-like surface. High-grade condition. Pennies in uncirculated condition with no scratches, stains, or wear can be worth more. The highest grade is MS 67 or MS 68, which means the coin is nearly perfect with sharp details. Error coins. Double die obverse. DDO. Some 1977 pennies have a noticeable doubling on the date, mint mark, or lettering. These can be very valuable. Off-center strikes. If the coin was not properly aligned when struck, part of the design may be missing, making it a rare collectible. Clipped planchet. A small portion of the coin may be missing due to an error during the minting process. How much is a 1977 penny worth today? The value of a 1977 Lincoln penny depends on its condition and whether it has any rare features. Here's a breakdown of what you can expect. Circulated condition. Most 1977 pennies are only worth about 1 to 5 cents due to the high number of coins minted. Uncirculated condition. If you have a 1977 penny in mint state, MS 65 or higher, it can be worth between $1 and $10. Error coins. A 1977 penny with a double die or off-center strike can be worth anywhere from $50 to over $1,000, depending on the severity of the error. Proof coins. The San Francisco proof versions in PR 67 or higher can sell for $10 to $50. Copper content value. Since the 1977 penny is made of 95% copper, its metal value alone is worth about 3 cents at today's copper prices. Record prices for 1977 Lincoln pennies. Some of the highest prices paid for rare 1977 pennies include a high-grade MS 67 red penny sold for over $2,500 at auction. An error coin with a dramatic off-center strike sold for more than $1,000. A proof coin with a perfect PR70 deep cameo designation sold for several $100s. How to identify a valuable 1977 penny. If you think you have a valuable 1977 penny, here's what you should do. Examine the coin closely. Look for any doubling, off-center designs, or unusual marks. Check the color. Red pennies are more valuable than brown ones because they have retained their original copper luster. Use a magnifying glass. This helps spot small details that might indicate an error or high grade. Compare with grading charts. Websites like PCGS or NGC provide grading scales to help determine a coin's value. Get it professionally graded. If you believe your penny is rare, sending it to a coin grading service can confirm its value. Final thoughts. The 1977 Lincoln penny might not seem special at first, but certain conditions and errors can make it worth a lot of money. Always check your change and old coin collections, as you never know when you might find a hidden gem. We have an exciting topic that many collectors and enthusiasts will love. We are talking about the 1987 Lincoln 1-cent penny and its value history, and why some of these coins are worth a lot of money. If you have any 1987 pennies lying around, make sure to watch till the end, because you might just have a hidden treasure in your pocket. Background of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin has been in circulation for over a century and has undergone multiple changes in composition and design. The 1987 penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Reverse Series, which was in use from 1959 to 2008. This series features the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, designed by Frank Gasparo. Composition and features of the 1987 Lincoln penny. The 1987 Lincoln penny is composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. This Change in composition started in 1982 when the U.S. Mint transitioned from a mostly copper penny to a zinc core with a thin copper plating. The coin weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. The obverse features a right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln with the inscriptions "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 1987. The mint mark, if present, can be found below the year with P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and no mint mark for Philadelphia minted coins, while S represents proof. Coins minted in San Francisco. Common and rare errors in the 1987 Lincoln penny. Now let's talk about what makes some 1987 pennies valuable. Error coins are always sought after by collectors, and the 1987 penny has some interesting errors that can significantly increase its value. One of the most well-known errors is the doubled die obverse, where the inscriptions or Lincoln's features appear slightly doubled. These coins can fetch a higher price depending on the severity of the doubling. Another rare error is the off-center strike, where the design is misaligned and part of the coin is missing. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin is. Additionally, some 1987 pennies may have die cracks or breaks which create raised lines on the coin surface, making them unique and desirable among collectors. How much is a 1987 Lincoln penny worth? Now for the part you have all been waiting for. How much is a 1987 penny worth? The majority of 1987 pennies are only worth face value due to their high mintage. However, certain coins can be worth more depending on their condition and errors. A regular 1987 penny in circulated condition is worth about 1 cent, but if you have an uncirculated or mint state coin, it can be worth anywhere from 50 cents to a few dollars. High-grade coins with an MS-67 or higher grade can fetch $50 or more at auctions. Rare error coins are where the big money comes. In a 1987 doubled die penny can be worth anywhere from $20 to several $100s depending on how prominent the doubling is. Off-center struck pennies can range from $10 to over $100 if the strike is significantly off, and a 1987 penny with a high grade and rare error has even been sold for over $1,000 at high-end auctions. Proof coins with deep cameo contrast are also valuable, with prices ranging from $5 to $50 depending on their condition and certification. How to find valuable 1987 pennies? If you want to find valuable 1987 pennies, start by checking your spare change and coin rolls from banks. Searching through rolls of pennies, known as coin roll hunting, is a great way to find unsearched and potentially rare coins. Visit local coin shops, attend coin shows, and check online marketplaces for error coins or high-grade specimens. If you find a coin that looks special, consider sending it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC to get it authenticated and assigned a grade. This can help maximize the value if you decide to sell it. Conclusion: so there you have it. The 1987 Lincoln penny may seem like just another common coin, but some of these can be worth a lot of money due to their condition and rare errors. If you have any 1987 pennies, make sure to inspect them closely because you might be sitting on a hidden fortune. If you have a 1995 1-cent penny, you might be holding on to something worth much more than just 1 cent. Today, we are going to take a deep dive into the history of this coin, what makes it valuable, and how much it is worth in the current market. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for over a century. First introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, who was born in 1809. The design, featuring his portrait on the obverse or front side of the coin, was created by Victor David Brenner and has remained a staple of U.S. currency for generations. The reverse side of the coin featured wheat stalks from 1909 until 1958. When it was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial design by Frank Gasparo in 2009, the U.S. Mint introduced 4 special designs to commemorate Lincoln's 200th birthday before switching to the current shield design in 2010. The 1995 Lincoln penny was struck in large quantities at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. It is composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper as part of a composition change that took place in 1982. Prior to this, pennies were made primarily of copper, while most 1995 pennies are only worth face value. Some varieties can be highly valuable. One of the most famous error coins from this year is the 1995 double die obverse. This error occurs when the die used to strike the coins was misaligned, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the lettering. In the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," if you have a 1995 penny with this error, you could be looking at a coin worth anywhere from $20 to over $50 in circulated condition, and even higher in mint state grades. Aside from the double die error, the general value of a standard 1995 penny depends on its condition. Circulated examples are usually worth just 1 cent, while uncirculated coins, especially those graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, can sell for a few dollars to over $10 if they are in pristine condition. The highest auction records for a 1995 penny have reached over $200 for the best preserved specimens. If you are looking to determine the value of your 1995 Lincoln penny, check for errors, such as doubling. Examine the condition using a magnifying glass and consider getting it graded by a professional. Service coins in mint state with strong luster and no major marks tend to bring higher prices in today's market. Coin collectors and investors continue to seek out well-preserved and error coins, making rare pennies a popular choice for numismatists. Whether you are a seasoned collector or someone who just found a 1995 penny in your spare change, it is always worth taking a closer look, because you never know when you might have a valuable piece of history right in your hands. We have an exciting topic for all coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and anyone who loves finding hidden treasures. We are going to talk about the 1998 Lincoln penny, its history, minting details, errors, and most importantly, how much it is worth today. If you have some pennies lying around, you might want to check them, because some rare 1998 Lincoln pennies can be worth a lot of money. Make sure to watch this video until the end, because we will reveal some of the highest prices these coins have fetched in the market. History of the 1998 Lincoln penny. The 1998 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birth anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent has remained one of the most collected coins in American numismatic history. The 1998 penny belongs to the Memorial Reverse series, which was in circulation from 1959 until 2008, when it was replaced by the Lincoln Bicentennial designs in 2009. Minting details and composition. The 1998 Lincoln penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. You can identify these by looking at the mint mark on the obverse side of the coin, just below the year. If there is no mint mark, the penny was minted in Philadelphia. If you see a small D, it was minted in Denver. If there is an S, it was struck in San Francisco as a proof coin. These proof coins were specially made for collectors and often have a mirror-like finish. The composition of the 1998 penny is 97.5% zinc with a thin copper coating. This has been the standard composition for pennies since 1982, when the United States Mint switched from solid copper to the copper-plated zinc alloy to reduce production costs. Error coins and their value. Now let us talk about what makes some 1998 pennies extremely valuable. Some of these pennies were struck with errors, making them highly sought after by collectors. One of the most famous errors is the 1998 wide AM variety. This refers to the spacing between the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse of the coin. Normally, the A and M are very close together, but in the wide AM variety, there is a noticeable gap. This error happened because the United States Mint mistakenly used a proof die to strike circulation coins. That if you find a 1998 penny with the wide AM variety, it could be worth anywhere from $50 to over $1,000 depending on its condition. High-grade examples that have been professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC can fetch even higher prices at auctions. Another error to look out for is the double die obverse, where certain elements of Lincoln's face or lettering on the coin appear doubled. These errors are rare but can be worth hundreds of dollars depending on the severity of the doubling and the condition of the coin. Current market value. So how much is a regular 1998 Lincoln penny worth today? Most circulated pennies from this year are worth face value, meaning 1 cent. However, if you have an uncirculated or mint state example, it can be worth a few dollars to collectors who want a pristine specimen. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint are also more valuable, especially if they are still in their original government packaging or have been graded as PR69 or PR70, which are the highest grades for proof coins. As for error coins like the 1998 wide AM or double die varieties, these can be worth anywhere from $50 to thousands of dollars depending on their rarity and grade. Some of the highest prices recorded for a 1998 wide AM penny in pristine condition have reached over $2,000 at auctions. Conclusion. The 1998 Lincoln penny may seem like just another common coin, but hidden within these coins are rare varieties that can be worth a significant amount of money. If you have a collection of pennies, take some time to go through them carefully and look for the wide AM variety or other errors. You never know. You might just have a rare and valuable penny sitting in your pocket change. We dive into the fascinating world of the 2019 Abraham Lincoln 1 cent penny coin and uncover its history, rarity, and market value. Whether you are a coin collector, an investor, or just someone curious about the worth of pennies in your pocket, This video is for you. The 2019 Lincoln Penny was issued as part of the long-standing Lincoln Cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the coin has featured Lincoln's profile for over a century, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in United States history. The reverse of the 2019 penny, known as the Shield Cent, was introduced in 2010 and features a Union shield with a scroll bearing the inscription 1 cent, symbolizing the preservation of the United States as a single unified nation. What makes the 2019 Lincoln Penny special is its variations, mint marks, and error coins that can make some of these pennies worth significantly more than their face value. The 2019 Lincoln Penny was struck at 3 different mints: Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with a D mint mark, and San Francisco with an S mint mark for proof coins. While most of these coins are still commonly found in circulation, certain rare errors and high-grade specimens can fetch a premium among collectors. Some of the most valuable 2019 Lincoln Penny coins are those with notable errors. A few examples include double die errors where parts of the design appear duplicated, off-center strikes, and coins struck on defective or improper planchets. If you come across a 2019 Lincoln Penny with a visible error, it is always a good idea to have it evaluated by a professional coin grading service such as PCGS or NGC to determine its authenticity and value. Now, let's talk about the market value of the 2019 Lincoln Penny. In general, a standard 2019 penny in circulated condition is worth only its face value of 1 cent. However, uncirculated specimens, proof coins, and those with high-grade conditions certified as MS67 or higher by a grading service can sell for significantly more. The value of these coins largely depends on their rarity, demand, and condition. As of recent market trends, a 2019 Lincoln Penny graded MS67 can sell for anywhere between $10 to $50, while exceptionally rare error coins have been known to sell for even hundreds of dollars at auctions. If you have a 2019 Lincoln Penny, you may want to check for any unusual features or minting errors before spending it. Even a minor error could mean your penny is worth more than expected. Be sure to handle rare coins carefully and store them in protective holders to preserve their condition and value. We hope you found this video informative and helpful in understanding the history and value of the 2019 Abraham Lincoln 1 cent penny. If you enjoyed this content and want to see more videos about rare and valuable coins, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments if you have found any rare pennies in your collection. Thanks for watching and happy collecting.